Assalamu alaikum viewers, how are you? Hope you will be fine. Welcome to the channel Literature Outstanding. Be positive, be hopeful in your lives. This video is like a vlog in which I am going to share my personal experience when I visited Dada Darbar, very important holy shrine in Lahore, very important for Lahoris, and what I felt there, and why this visit to Dada Darbar was different from my previous visits. So everything I'm going to share with you. In the beginning of the video, first I will share some very basic information about this great saint and scholar. So those who never know about this saint may know about him, and also they may know the importance and reverence of that great saint in lives of Lahoris and in lives of Muslims as well. I will also share 3 days celebrations of course of Hazrat Data Ganj Baksh Rahmatullah Alayh, and then his great writings because he was a very great scholar and writer as well, and then we will end the video with some Sufi quotes. So watch the video till the end, but before that, those who are new to this channel, please subscribe Literature Outstanding and hit the bell icon for future videos. During 11th century, someone entered through the gates of Lahore on order of his sheikh or spiritual mentor, and he made the bank of Ravi river his residence. Later on, that person conquered the whole city, Lahore, and still now he is ruling over the hearts of Lahoris and all the Muslims because he lit the light of Islam there. He was neither a king nor a warrior, but a Persian scholar and Sufi, and his name was Abul Hasan Ali bin Usman al-Jalabi al-Hajweri al-Ghaznavi. He was coming from Ghaznavi and he was now settling into Lahore. That great personality took his last breath in Lahore, and his holy shrine is still in Lahore, and it is the most visited place in Lahore. It is known as Data Darbar, and Data Ganj Baksh is the title given to this great personality, and the meaning of this title is bestower of treasures. Data Sahab Rahmatullah Alayh is still ruling over the hearts of Lahoris, and Lahoris also have a special type of love, respect and reverence in their hearts for that great saint. That's why the city of Lahore is also known as Data Nagri. It means the city of Data, and Data is of course the title given to this saint. I visited this place many times in my life, but this time I selected the time for the visit was early morning, just saying after your Fajr prayers. We went on our journey to visit this place, and it was actually a different kind of experience. The month of October, I think the end of October, so the winter was coming and the morning air was fresh as well as cold, but not too much cold. And there are few vehicles on the road, as Lahore is a very busy city, but at that moment early in the morning there are few vehicles on the roads, and there is a type of stillness and morning music and morning beauty all around you, and so you can also enjoy that. And then we reached near that holy shrine. When we reached near the holy shrine, few shops were around the shrine were opening, and mostly the shops there were of flowers, of incenses and perfumes, ethers. So this kind of shops were there mostly. And when you reached near the Darbar, actually there are two entrances, one for male and one for female, and being a female, I got entry from female entrance. After all the formalities, when you reached in the Darbar, first you have to put your shoes off because you have to enter into the Darbar barefooted, and it is a kind of respect because the place is very holy, so you can't take entry with your shoes. To walk on marble floor, cold marble floor in the morning was a different experience, and after a few steps you reach near the grave of that saint. You said your Fatiha, you recite Holy Quran, and after doing your prayers and dua. You feel very light and very comfortable and relaxed. Mostly it is a crowded place, but in early morning there were few people, so it was very easy to focus on your prayers there. I've also clicked some pictures there and made a small video, so I'm also going to share that video and pictures with you in this video. And this is the place you can say that you're just standing before the grave and saying your Fatiha and sending sawab to this great saint, and people were also doing the same thing. And after saying my Fatiha and reciting Holy Quran and sending sawab to the saint, I visited this place and take a walk there, and you can see that the time is morning time. Sky is looking so beautiful, morning birds are flying there, and sun is rising. So everything there was very beautiful, soothing, and very, very comfortable. Another important thing, if you can focus in this video, the pigeons are flying there, and actually these pigeons are permanent resident of this place, and it is said that they are living here from generations. When people visit this shrine or the other shrines, they actually bring food for these pigeons also, as they are the permanent resident of these tombs and shrines. Everything was so beautiful and so soothing, and the air was saturated with a certain type of perfume. This perfume was actually the mix of rose petals and ethers and incense burning, and then this special positive aura which you feel in such places. So all these things were very soothing and relaxing. These people, these saints, actually they remained very welcoming during their lives. They welcome all type of people in their lives. It doesn't matter what is their religion or what is their caste or what is their social status. They welcome all types of people in their circle and gatherings, and that's why they have a certain type of positivity. And even after their death in their shrines, we can feel that positivity, and still all type of people visit this place. It doesn't matter they are kings or they are beggars, they visit this place and they are allowed to visit this place. That's why a special types of positivity and positive vibes you can feel in such places. So after sharing my personal experience in Dada Darbar, I want to give you information about the Urs of Hazrat Data Ganj Bakhsh Rahmatullah Alayh. It is 3-day celebration, and it is observed from 18 Safar to 20 Safar, 3 days of celebration, and different types of activities are there which I want to share with you. During these 3 days, the shrine is decorated with lights and with candles and clay and earthen lamps, and it is very important part of shrine decoration. And then there is arrangement of langar and sabil. It means that the donation of food and drinking items, and it's not only a religious event but also a cultural event. So we can see the performances of different folk actors, musicians, and also dance on dhol. So these all things are part of the 3 days Urs. Some of the activities like to lit the candles and earthen lamps, the langar and sabil, and also the dance on dhol. So these things can also be observed in normal days, and especially on Thursdays. The only difference is during Urs days you can observe these things on larger scales. Hazrat Data Ganj Bakhsh Rahmatullah Sahab was a great scholar and a great writer. His great writings are Diwane Ali, Minhajuddin, and Kashful Israr, and last but not the least Kashful Mahjoob, which is his masterpiece. It is said about this book, if you don't have any spiritual mentor, then this book can serve you as a spiritual mentor, and it shows the greatness and depth of this great masterpiece. And it was a little tribute from my side to Hazrat Data Ganj Bakhsh Rahmatullah Alayh, and I want to end the video with the golden words of Hazrat Khwaja Moinuddin Chishti Ajmeri, who spent 14 days in seclusion or in chilla at the feet of Hazrat Data Ganj Bakhsh Rahmatullah Alayh. And when after 14 days seclusion he got enlightenment, he spoke these words for his spiritual mentor, for Hazrat Ata Ganj Baksh Rahmatullah Alayh. And first I will read these words in Persian language. Originally they are written in Persian language, and then I will also share the English translation of these words. गंज बख्शे फैज़ आलम मज़हरे नूरे खुदा नाकिसारा पीर कामिल कामिलारा रहनुमा. And the translation of these lines is: the deviser of treasures, the one from whom the world gains spiritual benefit, the manifestation of God's light. He is the perfect guide for the imperfect ones and those who have been perfect. He can even guide those ones. Actually, Hazrat Khwaja Moinuddin Chishti Ajmeri Rahmatullah Alayh explained the great personality of Hazrat Ata Ganj Baksh Rahmatullah Alayh in few words, and here I will end my video. This video is for all the viewers, but especially it is a gift for those Lahoris who are living abroad for some reason, and of course they are missing the Lahore too much, especially the Urs of Hazrat Ata Ganj Baksh Rahmatullah Alayh. But through this video they can feel a connection. Hazrat Ata Ganj Baksh Rahmatullah Alayh is still serving as a spiritual mentor of many Muslims, many Lahoris, and there are many Lahoris actually who are regular visitor of this darbar. And there are many Lahoris when they land on the land of Lahore, first they visit the Data Darbar and later on they go to meet their loved ones. And through this video I have shared very little about this great saint, but this was a little tribute from my side to this great saint Hazrat Ata Ganj Baksh Rahmatullah Alayh. And if you like the effort, please comment me in comment section and share this video to your friends and family. Also those who have not subscribed the channel, please subscribe the channel Literature Outstanding and hit the bell icon for future videos. Thank you so much once again, and be positive, be hopeful in your lives.